Hello everyone, Eric the Underdog here. So I want to explain my name and what I'm about. So Eric the Underdog comes from my childhood. I was born in Ireland. I had many health issues growing up. I was actually talking to my mom about it again this morning. Just the adversities I went through. I was 98% deaf. I had eczema on my arms and my legs. I couldn't eat anything except for, I think it was rhubarb, lamb, and pears, which I still don't like to this day. And in Ireland at the time, there weren't really holistic doctors. So I was kind of at the mercy of this old school way of thinking. And many of the doctors didn't think I'd ever play sports, I'd ever do public speaking, I'd ever be proficient in certain aspects of education. And I always felt behind. If it hadn't been for my mom fighting for me, I'd never be even close to where I am today. There's just no way. So Mom, if you're watching this, thank you for sticking up for me when professionals didn't give me a chance, when family didn't believe I'd ever make it, when friends were, I remember being at school and in Ireland and at that little town in Tipperary, and kids were at the other side of the campus because they were able to eat stuff I couldn't eat. So it was just me and Mom over here, eating. And, I go back and I think about feeling frustrated, feeling behind, feeling less than. And motor skills were terrible. I couldn't open a door. I couldn't tie my shoe. Anything with crafts, I'd run away. I wanted nothing to do with crafts because it was kind of more finite skills and stuff like that. And, to this day, there are certain things I struggle with that don't come easy, if it comes down to really minute kind of stuff or really detailed or really, using your fine motor skills. It's a struggle. It's a process. But, recently I've been thinking about, I want to own my pain. And this world we live in is a pain-filled world. People feel behind. People feel inadequate. They feel abandoned. They feel like they're less than. And I want to be somebody who says, I know what that feels like. I know what that pain feels like. Sorry, I had a phone call come in. I want to fight for people who feel less than. I want to fight for people who don't feel like they have a shot, and you do have a chance. You do. Let me just immediately cut that out of your head, that you think you don't have a shot. You absolutely have a shot. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. You have to take actions that are going to change your future from where your past was. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, that is called insanity. And a lot of people, they do the same thing, hoping for different results, and you're just asking for the same problems. So that's why I love this whole platform, Eric the Underdog. The way I read, the way I work out, the things I do are so that my underdog status can make an impact for other underdogs in the world. And there's a lot more underdogs out there than I'd ever even imagine. There are people with Asperger's. There are people with depression. There are people who, have eating disorders. People who have mental issues they're fighting through. But you're fighting through it. You're not defined by it. I could easily say, I don't, I can't really keep up with other people, so this is who I am. That's a decision. You can decide to stay there. And I appreciate the comment there, Moose. Midnight Moose says, oh yes, I love pitching. And that's another thing too. I'm not a pitcher. I'm not. But I love the game of baseball. And I used to have a lot of issues when I'd throw overhead. My arm would be hurting afterwards. And now I can throw and throw and throw thanks to Sidearm Nation. Love Sidearm Nation and Coach Freeborn. And if you're watching this, Coach Freeborn, thank you for being an inspiration to people all over the world who are dropping down and they're rediscovering the greatest sport on earth, baseball. It's the greatest sport on earth. I have a guy following me in Japan now. I think that's amazing. The fact that we can encourage each other in different countries is amazing. But again, it's all a decision. We can go inward, and then not help anybody. And be isolated and doing the same stuff with the same negative people and never break out. I choose not to do that. I choose to go forward in my life with my nutritional business. I want to help so many baseball pitchers. I want to help so many baseball coaches who need good, clean nutrition. But more than that, I want them to believe as an underdog that they can go after their dreams. And I really do believe that people who didn't think they could even play sports. Let me tell you a really cool thing that happened. A couple months ago, there are these two sisters, I call them the praying sisters. And one of them is in a wheelchair. And or she's got kind of a walker kind of thing. No one's ever asked her to throw the ball. No one in her 40-something years on life, nobody's ever asked her, would she like to throw a baseball? But I did. I got an opportunity at a baseball field in Columbia, South Carolina, and I said, I want you to throw this to me. Or do I have a baseball around me? No, I don't. But I want you to throw this to me. I do. Hold on. I do. And she took the ball, right, from where she was sitting, and she threw it. And I caught it. A perfect strike, right? And I was just like, this is what baseball is all about. It's about empowering people who never thought they could play sports. It's about showing people that, look at this little thing here has such an impact on people's lives. We just had the World Series happen. Congratulations to the Houston Astros. We just had a World Series where people all over the United States, all over the world are watching this one game. And this thing is what brings all the joy. This little piece of magic. Because it is the greatest sport on earth. But to have her throw the ball to me from that wheelchair, rock, whatever you want to call it, just gave me so much joy. And I know there's so many more people out there that need to feel those things. Your topic right now, myself, I'm actually autistic, but I use it as a positive cause. I'm super, see, that's great. And I love that. And I'll tell you, being able to identify what it is you're going through is the first part of it, right? So I'll just be totally frank with you all right now. I am not the most attention to detail. I struggle with motor skill things to this day. I remember years ago I was with somebody and they wanted me to open up this wheelchair for this person, and I could not do it. No matter what I tried to do, I could not open the chair right. And I had to ask for help. And it was really humbling. I did not want somebody helping me open up this wheelchair. But I had to own it, and I had to explain to the person, I've just got some issues. I call them glitches. I just have some glitches. So if you have glitches today, you feel like you're behind today, you feel like you're not enough today, you are. You are enough, but, huge but, if you don't ask for help, if you don't ask for people to come around you, you will continue to hit yourself against that wall over and over again. You will be that same person you were 10 years ago, 10 years from now. But if you are open your mind, open your heart, open your belief to more things, then amazing things can happen. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing this on YouTube. This is going to be up on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere I can be Eric the Underdog. And I'm going to interview people who are underdogs. I want to bring this nutrition I have, these energy drinks I drink, to every athlete I can find, especially baseball and softball. I want them to feel what I feel, which is a resurgence in my life at 33. I want to be stronger at 43 than I am at 33, because every day is a decision, and I choose health. I choose greatness. So if you're a baseball pitcher watching this, a baseball coach, softball player, softball coach, I want to help you in your journey. And we're all in this journey together. You're not alone. So let's go forward together. More videos to come. But I wanted to tell you just a little bit about why I am an underdog and what I'm doing to work through it. And I'll show you videos of workouts, pitching, what I'm reading, what I'm eating, all that. More to come. I don't know how to end this. This is hilarious. Okay, how do I end this video? I've never done a live before. See, here's another thing. Here's another moment of learning here. So I think I hit that button.